So over the longest time, we just thought of Java as a type of coffee.
It also relates to computers. At the moment, the programming language has all kinds of vulnerabilities, 147 of them, which need to be fixed.
Yeah, back to compute this, Thor Schrock from Schrock Innovations.
Nice to see you, Thor.
Hey guys, good to be here.
You got a little mess on your hands. We'll get to that a little bit later, but
Not related to Java. I didn't
not
spill my
related
coffee.
to Java.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a couple messes. Exactly, Java. What is it? And it's on
Okay.
all of our computers, or how does it work?
If you're on the internet and you've ever taken your mouse and hovered over a menu and then that menu is expanded to give you more menu choices, that's Java in action. If you don't have Java on your computer, you would never see those menu choices. So we want to have Java on our computers. We want to be able to use that and get the benefit of those expanding menus. However, one of the problems is Java, because it does things automatically, is ripe for bad guys that want to get into your computer. And there hasn't been a Java update for almost a half a year, which is a long time for a piece of software to go without some kind of a security update. So the Oracle, the company that makes Java, announced that on Tuesday they're going to be releasing a patch for Java.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's correct. And this patch is going to patch 147 vulnerabilities in multiple Java products.
Wow. Are they all just small issues, or are some of them more concerning?
Well, I can tell you with certainty that at a minimum, if you're watching this broadcast right now, you have 36 of the 147 in your computer. Without any question, everybody is impacted by this that has a computer. Now, of those 36 vulnerabilities, 34 of them will allow an attacker to automatically infect your computer with a virus or malware without you clicking on anything. Now, it's been in the news a little bit about this, these emails people are getting about, your notice of appearing in court and stuff like that. And, subpoena notice and stuff. Well, you don't get that kind of stuff through email, but people, being people, get worried, and then they click on the link. Takes them to a website, and all they see is a white page, and they're like, well, this is weird. Well, basically what that white page is there's a Java applet that ran in the background to test what version of Java you're running to see if you're vulnerable, and if you are, it infected your computer. So that's one of the ways these guys get these infections into the computer, and then they collect all the infected computers together into what's called a botnet, or a pool of infected computers, and sell access to it. So that if you're a bad guy and you want to exploit some Target credit cards, for example, but you don't want to have it traced back to you, you can go and buy access to these computers, and then the bad guys can use your computers to make the purchases from Target.
Well, it can be very complicated, but the point is, if you have a computer, you probably have Java,
Yes.
and if you have Java, then you're probably at risk. So how do we fix it?
Okay, so the big thing is everybody is aware that for once in a while Java will pop up an alert at the bottom of the screen. There's a new version of Java, install it now. If you see that alert after tomorrow, chances are you're going to want to click it. Now, of course, the bad guys know this is coming too, so chances are there's going to be a lot of fake Java alerts pushed out to install viruses on your own computer. The easiest way to get the update is to have a program called Secure Updater. We talked about it last week a little bit, and I hate doing 2 segments in a row on the same product, but boy, this is really timely. We actually changed the topic of this segment because of this announcement of the patch. The Secure Updater, what it does is it silently and automatically updates your computer, installing patches like Java without you having to even think about it. There's a 14-day free trial on their website at secureupdater.com that you can get. Get the free trial. If you get any security alerts when you're trying to install Secure Updater, just click through them. It's okay. But go ahead and get that Secure Updater product, and then for 14 days, that'll take you through the Java patch and everything. If you decide, hey, this is pretty slick, I'm getting a lot of updates to this thing, maybe I should keep it. First year, it's $50. Additional years after that, it's $25. It comes out to like $2 a month.
Is it running where I can see it, like, with the little bar that adds all the tick marks, or is it happening in the background while I'm able to use my PC?
The whole point of Secure Updater is it's silent and secure. So in other words, it's quiet. It does not jump up in your face and say, there's 50 updates.
Yeah.
You'll see a little balloon pop up down there by the clock to let you know, hey, your computer's installing some updates. So if all of a sudden your hard drive starts clicking crazy and the computer slows down a little bit, you're not like, what's going on? And if you really want to see the progress bar, you can click on an option to view the progress bar for that update. But most people they don't want to worry about it. They don't care. They don't. They just want it to be taken care of, and they don't want to have to think about it. And it's a great way to maintain your computer. There's over something like 180,000 people that use Secure Updater right now to keep their computers up to date, not just in Nebraska, but across the country. So it's a really good product, and it works really, really well. And for about $2 a month, it saves you from a potentially $200 virus removal. I mean, it's a real good deal. Insurance is good in this case.
Yeah, and it's not only the ease of use on it. You brought up a good point. Sometimes when they roll out these releases, bad guys throw out one of those update,
Yeah.
you know, pop-ups that
Yep.
come up. So you don't always necessarily know if you're clicking on some sort of bad guy software or
Or good guy
or good guy
software.
software.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people, because of that, choose to ignore those updates. So, you know, it could take up to 14 days for you to even see the Java pop-up, and then if you ignore it, you know, wow.
We have less than a minute
What
here,
happened
Thor.
in Papillion?
Yeah, we've got a
Yeah, you got a
picture of your
mess there.
service
Yeah,
center.
the picture we're going to bring up on the screen is a picture of our front desk in Papillion. As you can see, it's a little moist. You can see the water on the floor in the background there. Basically what happened is we had a pipe in an exterior wall explode in this cold snap. 2 inches of standing water in the Papillion Service Center. So that's what we were going to do the segment on today, but the Java thing kind of took precedence.
Ooh.
You know, no customers' computers that were in for repair. They're all elevated, so they were okay. A lot of new build parts, like components that we would use to build customers' computers, were completely destroyed, though. So just kind of throwing a little flag up there that if your computer's a couple days late, this is probably the reason why, but we're working through it.
And are you closed at that location now?
Not
or are you
yet.
still
We're
open?
still operational there. At some point, we are going to have to close for a few weeks because the
Just for repairs.
concrete heaved up, so the floor is kind of messed up.
SchrockInnovations.com, the website. You can also follow him on Facebook, where they post a ton of great information and deals sometimes too. Thanks, Thor.
See, that's 2 examples in one segment about why insurance is a good thing.
Right. I
Insurance
picked
is
up
good.
on that. In
Thanks a
today's
lot.
picture of the day, why one local mom is as proud as a peacock.
Yeah, tomorrow 2 young women will represent Nebraska on a national stage. Stay tuned to see what else we're working on.